Welcome to my vlog. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, from wherever you're watching me all over the world. It is Greater Favor Moment. My name is Engineer Favor Chibuogu Chikaukafo. Today, we shall be looking at an interesting topic. We shall be looking at things regarding marriage. Certain things you need to consider before you say, yes, I do. Before you put that ring, engagement. Marriage is good. Two good people are better than one. But rather than one good, one bad, better remain single. Don't say I told you. They just think about it. For me, I've looked at marriage. I want us to rub minds and really look at some things before we dabble into or give other people access into our lives, because marriage is the union of two hearts. Two people coming together to live as one, agreeing to do things, to live in unity. In unity. Because it's not really an agreement of anything. You might agree to disagree on opinion or things, yeah. But you do everything in love and unity. That's what marriage should be and what it's supposed to be. Although that today is not exactly that. So we want to look at certain things and common mistakes that could lead to some of the things we see that happen today, especially from my previous topics or discussions. I handled issues that border on domestic violence, assault and battery, physical abuse, and then emotional abuse, and all kinds. So today we are really going to be looking at how to mitigate against these things so that if possible they don't happen to you, that you have that thing called blissful marriage. Before you say yes I do, marriage is like people on a journey. In this life we are on pilgrimage. We are told we are on pilgrimage. It's possible one continues without getting married and dies. Yeah, it's possible. So you are actually on a journey. The other person getting married to you is also on a journey. Different journey, personal journey. What happens that is called marriage? Imagine if you two were going to places. You met at a bus station, airport, train station. When you met, you started talking, and it's possible at the time of your talking or discussion, you found out that you're going to the same destination, but not for the same purpose. It's also possible that at times people meet and you're attending the same conference at the same place, but you're not from the same company. And you're just... So marriage is that thing that connects you with somebody, that attracts you to an individual. That should be attraction first. After attraction, what next? So, as you met, always remember you're on a journey to a place. I leave that journey for now. Attraction comes in. You like the person, he likes you, fine. At this point, a relationship began. I'll get back to the fact that you're going on a journey. Just note. Do you like the person? What you see? Physical appearance? Yes. What are your turn-offs in physical appearance of another person or your supposedly spouse? Or is any of them on this person, with this person? Chances are that, how do you accept it? Oh, you like this way. You need to check these things. You can't just assume, oh, because it looks well, dresses well, wears big things and brand things and kidney, therefore something that ordinarily mattered to you will no longer matter. No. Do you like everything about the person's physical appearance? you must think about this. Do not neglect it. Do not spiritualize it too. Don't say I did not tell you. It's part of marriage. It's understood because you're going to live with this person for the rest of your life. Sometimes abuse that come in the house or in the marriage were as results of people who are not, they don't like their spouses. Did they not like the person from the beginning? That's question each and every one of those such people will answer. I'm not saying all domestic abuse stem from not liking the physical appearances, but some could be, of which those people undermined, and it came up that as time went on, they could not cope with it. If you know you really don't like people who are chubby, run away from them. Don't just because of one attraction at the bus stop, and therefore you go on. And after the person increases from size 14 or 16 to 18 to 20, and you are getting angry, did you not see him or her with size 16? Don't say he or she will slip down. This is example, and others, there are many other examples which all I'm drawing your attention to is you are supposed to look at the man or woman you want to marry to know whether you like what you see about him or her. Do not tell me that, oh, God, or this and that. No, you must answer that question. After this, another issue that you will look at again is, how would you know this your friend? How would you know things about him or her before, present, and future? To be able to ascertain your compatibility, to be able to know how your dreams and visions for the future and goals marry. Remember that journey you were going. You want to be a teacher. You want to be a nurse. You want to be a carpenter. You want to be a farmer. This other person wants to be a businesswoman or businessman. He wants to be a this other thing and not any of this. How would it go when you people become married? Do you think your spouse will be such that will be pulling you to leave your farming dream to join him or her in the business, or leave the business dream to join him or her in medical field for whatever reason? It's possible you discuss it at the beginning, to know whether you're ready to change your trip destination and move with your spouse to be. Wherein you know you cannot, ask question at that beginning, at the onset. Do not leave it and assume that, did he not see you? Did she not see you? No, he did not see. Love, they close some people's eye. Ask question. And when you ask and then you listen, check other things about knowing your spouse to be. Banking word we say, know your customer. Know your spouse to be. Is this person very controlling? Some men are so controlling. Some women are very controlling. Check. Is he or she too jealous? Jealousy must be controlled. Everybody has some element of jealousy. But there is one that can be deadly, that is like that's strangulating you in a relationship. You are dying or you are choking. Check whether that person is that kind of people who don't have a security. They are insecure. And if you say hi to the opposite, say, hey, is your friend. Check that. Does this person, some people in a courtship relationship are already committing abuse, slapping and killing. Why are you not seeing? Think about it. There are signals that you're not compatible. He likes once in a while, and you don't like it. And when I marry him, when I marry her, she's gonna change. You're not getting into marriage to change anybody. Take as it is marriage. The work of change in anybody's life is between that person and his maker. It's not between you and your spouse. The spouse is a man. That's why some countries the law fights child marriage, marrying people within certain age, because they want to believe that marriage should be between two adults who are matured in mind as well as physical. Therefore, you must be responsible and don't push your way. Responsibility. Do not marry somebody that cannot be your friend, because you will be like you're living, you suffer from loneliness when you are living with a stranger. Marry somebody that can be your friend. That's why you will check whether you are true friends. Are you people attracted to each other? Are you good friends? Can you confide in each other? You check this. Don't be in a hurry. No, don't rush yourself, man. Don't rush yourself, woman. Let me advise man and woman. You see all those things. I'm getting married at 25. I'm getting it at 30. Once I turn this is what I'm going to do. Marriage is those things. They make marriage fail. Whether Satan don't hear you or some bad forces don't hear you, go wait for you. I don't need to wait for other people. Though. Check. All those will talk that kind of thing. Few, now then succeed. Don't say it. Allow this thing to be natural. Continue on your journey. Continue your farming lesson and training and your farming business. Continue your teaching. Continue your medicine. Continue your carpentry and the upholstery job. Continue your hairdressing and whatever you're doing, photography. Continue it. If it will happen, it will happen so that it's natural. You are not under pressure. Before I end, there are things I want us to look at. Today, when you look at everywhere on social media, even in the society, domestic abuse it's like it has come to stay. God forbid, it hasn't come to stay, but it's very rampant. Now, you have not got married. I'm sure you are thinking about marriage, but domestic abuse is making you somehow. You're in a marriage. You're a victim of domestic abuse. You're considering leaving that marriage. For those of us that are Christian, the Bible says, shall we remain in sin that grace should abound? Shall we remain in giving abuses or receiving it? We neither should. But what do you think? I'm trying to engage your mind into something that you've never thought of. Have you not thought of certain things? You went to school. Was it easy? Some people that, even only from those that did only primary school, was it easy? You that didn't do secondary school, you know it was not easy for you in primary school. That's why you didn't even go to secondary school. Not about money only. You remember what you went through. Those that went to secondary school and couldn't further out, did you not experience difficulty? Did you run away? And those that did tertiary, that's where more problem stay. Did you not go through every problem? Why is it that in marriage, people don't want to look at it to solve it? I didn't say changing people. Because by the time you do your own work and getting married with somebody you get married with, you would have eliminated so many things to the barest minimum. So that abuses will not be abuse. It will just be the misunderstanding. Because in a marriage, there could be misunderstanding. Heated up argument is there once in a while. For some people, cannot go. So don't rule them out. But this abuse, emotional, physical, assault and battery, beating, fighting, killing, burning, please, they should not be your case. It should not happen. What do we do to keep it away? When you see it trying to happen, what do you do? That's what I want to engage your mind to think about. While you are schooling, you develop all kinds of coping ability, skills. If somebody comes to fight you, you develop some defensive mechanism. Please, I think it's advisable that men and women, adults who want to get involved in marriage, should, in addition to having good life, being good people, good character, and easygoing, and managing their weaknesses, they should have defensive mechanism towards certain things, whether emotional or not. They should. Excuse me. Defensive mechanism is necessary. If you are easily angered when people talk to you, go and find a way to tame down your anger. Find a way to address it so that you are not susceptible to emotional abuse, because that can lead to emotional abuse. Most time, emotional abuse happen to us not because the person gave us, but because of our own disposition. Some people joke a lot and you don't joke. When they tell you something out of joke, it hurts you. Find a way to see that things people say or speak, they are responsible to it, so that you don't get overly affected. This is another defensive mechanism. Somebody will, I know some of you are waiting. And what about the beating? I don't know. Let me tell you something. I once heard that a man slapped the wife slapped back. And the man no try him again. Please let me advise here. Do not apply methods you hear people speak to you, whether they are counseling you or on a social media, directly to your situation. Look at your situation and know whether that thing will work. If it slap back to a woman who be strong kakaraka or man, if it go to the early grave. But I'm saying, develop defensive mechanism. Find a way to defend yourself from assault and battery, from emotional abuse. Yes, you can defend yourself. Yes. Before some of you will start asking me, have you run away from your own? Is your own so soon? It is not without its own ups and downs. I keep on developing coping capability, defensive mechanism. My husband, also every one of us is working on ourselves. But before everybody gets to the point of working on yourself, you might develop qualities to cope in a way that it does not enter into you. When people are careless with what they call jokes, and it usually affects you, what I do to that, I say people are always people. Maintaining my balance is one of my quotes. Whenever you say things, I say it's your opinion. When he wants to disturb me, is it not his opinion? And I'm fine. That girl is so, they're calling me stupid. And you know, when I look at it, stupid, I'm not stupid. If I ponder it over and over, I become I'm not stupid though. That person says I'm stupid. I can't change his or her mind. I don't need to tell him or her I'm not stupid. I just tell myself that I'm not stupid, and that makes it. Your wife or your husband, you can never amount to anything. If you want to talk back, he does not bring slap, you talk. But if he brings slaps, just tell yourself, I know I will amount to something, it's not me. You tell yourself something good. It will not enter you. So that you don't continue taking, and you break down. And please, develop coping capabilities. Go for taekwondo. Go and learn some skills. If you get fighter wife or husband, learn to defend yourself too. I also heard of some couple. They will fight, the two of them, they are fighting over things. If you put on, they will fight you. When they finish, they still live together. I'm not telling you fight is not good. But find what works for you in your relationship. A relationship is that what's going into, what's maintained and being kept and living to the end. You will have testimony. It's not about the one you're enduring. You don't need to endure it. But I'm a Christian and I'm taught about the work of grace. To me, when I see issues in a marriage, I first of all know devil is at work. I'm not saying I'm blaming irresponsibilities of human being to the devil, but I'm saying this man or woman, they all came together and they love themselves. Don't forget, he told you I love you. Tell him I can't sleep without you. You are sugar in my tea and all those. Don't forget that they are there. So when these things are so, just know that it's the finger of the devil. So that you know, I'm not saying that the man that is, or the woman that is doing something is not perfect. What the person is doing is being masterminded by some kind of thing, because the person left himself or herself and the devil entered. Devil entered Judas Iscariot, one of the 12. The Bible said, and devil entered him. It's possible that devil entered these people. Your wife, your husband, yes, they enter. If I know careful, he go enter me. So you're not sent. So you start praying for the person first and being careful too. Don't be foolish. Be wise. I'm saying that marriage is institutionalized by God. Is good. 2 good heads are better than 1. Therefore, you can make it work. Develop those coping capability today. Before you say, yes, I do, look at your spouse to be. Consider the strengths and weaknesses. Consider the turn-offs. Do not walk into it because of materialistic things. Do not walk into it because of spirituality. When they are telling you, God says you are my wife or you are my husband, do not listen to that person until you are also convinced or also God tells you. So, till next time, I am here. Don't forget your friend, Favor Chico Campo. I'm telling you that, honestly, if you patiently, two of you, sit down, meet as business people. Marriage is a serious business with serious risks. Sit down and give your marriage time. It will work. It will work. And it's not, you continue till they die. There is no day that it is not perfect. Marriage relationship works as your heart works every day. And your heart works less when you are sleeping. That's how marriage, when there's no too much stress, marriage, it works. Then when there's still, you have more energy, you need to bring out more force and energy to make it work. When things are going smoothly, it's like a vehicle cruising at a constant acceleration speed. So please consider it before thinking of all the things running away and killing. And don't just say, I'm abused. Please think again. If you do not, my advice today is that if you don't want to get married, please stay single. It's not by force. But if you want to get married, please think about it over and over again and open your eyes when your spouse-to-be, you meet him or her, to consider the preliminary and fundamental things, which includes attraction. Does he or she attract to you? Weaknesses and strength. Those weaknesses, are they strong turn-off for you? Are they strong turn-off for you? The way he talks, the way he chews, his or her hygiene. Are they, would you cope? Don't pretend it. Don't think you will change. You're not getting in there to change anymore. Just know this, so I told you. So, with all this, I think that for the unmarried who listen to me today, you're more prepared to make a good marriage. For the married who are now in it, you are also more equipped to make it become blissful, sweeter, and not a place where there is war, fighting, burning, or anything. Thank you for your time. Please leave your comments, hit your likes, follow. I'll be happy if you do. Till next time, share this video. You can never tell. If you're sharing it, imagine the topic of what you're talking. Imagine how many people will not burn anybody alive. Imagine how many couples will no longer beat and fight. Imagine how many marriages that are not supposed to start will not start, which will end in crisis, will not start. Will not start today. Please share this video. Share this video. You can save so many lives. Thank you.